welcome back to the channel, guys. So I know it's been a while since the last video posted. Since then we've been to the Nürburgring, and yeah, the M135i is running beautifully. The M4 is running pretty well. On the way to the Nürburgring though, we ended up breaking the rear spring, so it's got lowering springs on the back of that. So now we've had a bit of downtime since before the ring. You know, it was busy rebuilding cars, getting them working. So now, you know, we're all relaxed, recuperated, and we're ready to crack on with blowing cars up, modifying them, you know, enjoying life. So today's video, we're going to be fitting a water meth kit onto the M135i. What we noticed on the ring was EGTs and IATs were getting really quite high and causing it to put into protection the engine. So we're hoping with a 50-50 water meth blend, you know, we can bring them IATs down and, you know, bring the EGTs down and make more power ultimately. Also, just an update, so we've got a set of coilovers for the M4. I'll be doing a video putting the coilovers onto the M4 at some point. We've got the 5-gallon tank for the water meth kit, got a water pump, got a solenoid because we don't want it to leak out in the controller, got some tools, I've got lots of crap here for the water meth kit, I've got more crap in there, bits and bobs over here. So yeah, we'll crack on with that, and yeah, just subscribe for if you want to see, you know, the coilovers going onto the M4. Got lowering springs to go onto the M1 as well. And yeah, let's dive into it. So here is a little wiring diagram I've put together for the water meth kit. I'll put a link to that down below. It's pretty simple really. In the middle we've got the water meth controller, and then we're going to have some lines out to the batteries. So everything below here is to go to the boot of the car. So we've got 6 cables going out to the boot. In the front of the car we're going to have a LED for status, because we're going to mount this, I think we're going to mount this into the center console, you know, the little armresty thing, so we're going to mount that there. Got to pull some lines off the SIG lighter for the 12-volt ignition switch. I'm going to put an arm switch on it as well, because we run MHD, we can run format, sorry, so we'll be able to run one without water meth, and you know, Joe's a bit useless when it comes to maintenance stuff, you know, it might end up not putting in, so we can switch it off if it forgets to fill up, and then we've got the solenoid that's going to go into the engine bay. So let's get into the car. We'll pull the dash apart, or the center console apart, so we've got room for the arm switch and the LED, and then we can access the SIG lighter as well, and probably run, you know, look at access for the water meth controller as well. So here we are. What I'm thinking is we're going to put the arm switch like into this bit of plastic here, and also the LED can go into there as well. It's a green LED at the moment, but I think I'll probably change that out for a blue one at some point, and then we'll be able to get to the SIG lighter as well to pull that 12 volts. So to pull this apart, it's pretty simple, to be honest. You pull this center thing up first. Oh, maybe I need more than one end. So if you pull that up, that comes out. Disconnect the wire from there. Then you can pull this whole piece up here and just wiggle it around the gear knob, and then if you undo the bolt here and the bolt here, pull this out as well. You can't undo that wire for some reason, but at least we can get access to the bottom of the SIG lighter there, and then we can pull this piece out here. So this is what we're going to drill. So what I'm thinking is we're going to mount that, you know, in the middle there, and then we'll have the LED just below it. So if we have a look at taking this apart, let's get a pick. So that comes apart, so we've got the bezel piece, this is what we're going to drill, got a little trim piece, then we've got this here. So yeah, it's disgusting, I'm not going to lie about that, but what we can do is we can pull the center out of here now. So if we pop these clips here like that, you can see it's only used up to here. So what I'm thinking is put that there, put that there, get a little gold pen and just draw there, so we know what we've got to play with. So first things first, I think we'll remove this. Grips. Beautiful. Take that one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clip this back together without the circuit board in, so if we do happen to, you know, get a bit leery with the hole saw, we don't end up hole sawing through the circuit board. I've got a hole saw, the right size for the back of this button. Right, so we know where the centre line is, we know where the button starts, so what we'll do is we'll just come down a bit, pick the centre line. There we go, so we've got ourselves a little divot to start on. Oh shoot. Went through a bit faster than I expected, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Let's see if the button fits into the hole. So, there we go. The button fits in. Lovely. It's a smidge off centre, but if you don't tell anyone, I will. Beautiful. LED in. So here's the LED. You know what, I could really use some new batteries for these. And that is 6mm. Pull that back into the vise. Get it good and snug. And it popped off again. Lovely. LED is going to live here. Oh, that's tight. Oh, AEM. So as is usual, whenever I come to do anything, it starts raining. So I'm hoping to mount the tank out here. I'm going to mount it onto this carpet thing and then screw the carpet thing down. Okay, so I've got this here. I'll put the seat forward a bit. Thinking is, I want to mount the controller here. So I want to see if we've got enough wire length to go down the side of this car, round and up into here. If not, I think we're going to have to take the carpet up in the back and run it under the carpet into here. But I prefer not to do that because it seems like a bit of hassle, to be honest. Yeah, I've got nowhere near long enough to go where we want to go. So I'll probably catch up with you in a minute once I've worked out how I'm going to get. Come back to the diagram. We need 4 wires to the boot. Christ, it's wet out there. Right, so I've got all the wiring run. I've got the water methanol controller installed in here. What I've done is I've pulled a vacuum line through, and I've pulled the line for the LEDs and the switch there, and then I've also pulled the line for the solenoid there, and I'm going to route that up through the dash. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a live and a ground from here. Just going to chop into them. They don't need to be high powered, it's just for the switch. So what I'll do is I'll solder some new wires into there, and then I will bring them into our button panel here. So I was an idiot. Sliced my hand with the the razor blade. So patched myself back up. So what I've done is I've drilled and tapped a 1/8 BSP hole in there, so I can put a barb on, so that'll get our boost and vacuum from the inlet. So next job is we need to have a look down here. So we've got a uprated charge pipe, I guess you'll call it, on it, and this down here looks like a bung where we can just put the water meth nozzle directly into, so I think that's what we'll do. But what I might need to do is shorten the bung slightly, because the nozzle needs to sit flush with the inside of the pipe, so I will have a look at that now. So this is the charge pipe that's come off the car. I don't know what brand it is, but you can see here this is the bung, so it's not topped all the way down. And if we get the nozzle and put it at the side, it's not even deep enough, so when we put this in, we want that to be flush with the inside of the pipe, so we get good atomization. If we put it in there, what it's going to do, the fan will hit that edge and it'll form droplets. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to take this into the middle, I'm going to take about a centimetre off here, and then we're going to tap all the way down. So I've got that lined up in the mill. We've got this carbide cut on here. It seems to leave a nice surface finish, so what we're going to do now is we'll get it positioned up, and fingers crossed So we've took that down a fair whack now. Took that down a fair amount. I'll get it cleaned up. We'll tap the hole through, and then it should be flush with the inside of the tube. And even if you look inside the tube, The welds are pretty crap, to be honest. So first thing we're going to do is we'll just get a chamfer bit on, clean them threads out. Lovely. Now we can see now. Ooh. You can just see the nozzle poking out there in that hole, which is good. So we'll get this back on the car once I've cleaned it up. And Bob's your uncle. So now I've got stuff in the boot, managed to pull them through. I'm just gonna add some ends onto here for the battery. Wire these up to some connectors. Got some of these connectors, and then once I've got that done, I'll be back with you and I'll show you everything in the boat. So I've got the tank fitted in the boat, got the tank, got the water pump, got the little filter in bob. Now let's have a test run. So you can see we've got switch, that's functioning. You see we've got no wires, so no lights flashing. We've got the controller in the gross compartment, and what I've done is I've just extended the pipe. What I've done is I've extended the pipe, right, charge pipe round to here just so we can see it. So hit the test button. It might take a couple of attempts because we haven't primed it. Seems good. One more time for good luck. Some amount of water, that. There we go, so we've got the pipe installed now, with the nozzle there coming up. We've got the solenoid there, run wires from the cab, and we've also run the wires for the water meth kit. We run the vacuum hose there into our intake. Thanks for watching, guys. In the next video we will take the car for a run and we'll do some testing with the kit, see if we can get the IATs down, and we'll do some logs and I'll show them in the next video also. Thanks for watching. If you're watching all the videos, like, share, subscribe, ring that bell.